Okay, so this last problem was, in my opinion, the trickiest of them all. We've got a grid which shows 5 friends and they've run a race and their times are shown in the table. So we've got Eva, Dexter, Teddy, Whitney and Ron, and then they've run this race and their time is in that table there. Their question was, which child ran the closest to 2 minutes and how did you work it out? Because the question's asking you which ran closest to 2 minutes, the first thing you have to do is try and convert all those times into minutes so you can easily compare. It's not easy to compare seconds with minutes. The same with minutes and hours or hours and days. Always try and get them into the same unit and then it's easier to compare them. So I'm going to draw the table again and I'm going to try and put the details in there but in minutes this time. And I've got to know how many seconds are in 1 minute and how many seconds are in 2 minutes and how many seconds are in 3 minutes, just so that I know that my conversions are going well. So actually I'm going to write them down first of all. I'm going to go 1 minute is 60 seconds. I know half a minute is 30. That's hard to see up there, but that's fine. 2 minutes, well, 2 minutes is double 1 minute, so double 60, well, double 6 gets us 12, so double 60 gets us 120, so that's 120 seconds. To work out 3 minutes, I need to do 120, add 60, because 3 is 2 plus 1, so 120 add 60, well, 12 add 6 is 18, so 120 add 60 is 180. Okay, right, and I'm looking at the table, and actually there are a few people who've gone over 180 seconds in their time, so I'm going to go down and I'm going to do 4 minutes as well. I know 4 minutes is double 2 minutes, so if I double 120, I'd get the seconds for the 4 minutes, so double 120, well I know double 12 is 24, so double 120 must be 240. I use that pattern so much in my own maths. 240, right, no one went over 240 seconds, so I'm going to stop there. I'm now just going to draw my table over this side. Of course, if you did this, you'd use a ruler, wouldn't you? Because that's so much neater and tidier. And we've got name, and we've got time, we've got Dexter, Teddy, Whitney and Ron. Well, I'm just going to put their first letter. Eva, Dexter, Teddy, Whitney and Ron. Okay, so, oh, my handwriting's appalling. Yours will be so much better than this, I'm sure. 114 seconds. If I look at my little grid here, 114 sits somewhere between 1 minute and 2 minutes. It's not quite 2 minutes because 2 minutes is 120. So 114 is not quite there. So 114 is 1 minute, which is 60. And then if I do 114 and I subtract that 1 minute, I'll find out how many seconds are left. So 4 take away 0 is 4. 1 take away 6 is you can't do. So I'm going to exchange that 100 into 10 tens. 11 tens take away 6 tens gets us 5 tens, and then we've got 0 take away 0 equals 0. So Eva ran it in 1 minute and 54 seconds, which is quite close to 2 minutes, isn't it? 6 seconds away from 2 minutes. So maybe she's the one who ran closest to 2 minutes. Let's find out. Dexter did it in 199 seconds. So he did it over 1 minute, over 2 minutes, over 3 minutes, but not quite 4 minutes. So he ran it in 3 minutes. Let's do the little trick, the subtraction again. 3 minutes, what was it, 199. So if I actually 3 minutes, and if I do 199 subtract those 3 minutes, I'll find out how many seconds are left. 9 take away 0 is 9, 9 take away 8 is 1, and 1 take away 1 is 0. 19 seconds there. Okay, let's find out for Teddy. 100 seconds. We went over a minute, didn't get to 2 minutes. So 100 seconds, so we know that's 1 minute. And then how many seconds are left? 100, so we've got 100. I'm going to take away the minute I've just written down there. And I know, because I know 10 take away 6 equals 4, I know 100 take away 60 equals 40. So I'm going to pop that down there. And all the time I'm revisiting, looking at this, right, who's closest now, who's furthest away. So I know that Eva's still the closest there. Let's have a look at Whitney, 202 seconds. And again, I first scan down here, over 1 minute, over 2 minutes, over 3 minutes, not quite 4 minutes. So I know it's 3 minutes something. So if we do her 202, subtract the 3 minutes that I've already counted here, we'll find out how many's left. 2 take away 0 is 2. 0 take away 8 you can't do, so I'm going to exchange one of the hundreds, which means there's one left. And I'm going to exchange that into 10 tens. So 10 tens take away 8 tens equals 2 tens. And then 100 take away 100 equals 0. And we've got 22 seconds there. And let's do Ron, 119 seconds. So I'm having a look, over 1 minute, 119 seconds, not quite 2 minutes. Some of you will have a light bulb moment, a little ping here, but we'll work out the maths before we know for sure what the answer is. So he definitely ran it over 1 minute, and then we've got to take that minute away from the time we've already counted. So 119 subtract 60, 9 take away 0 is 9, 1 take away 6 you can't do, so I'm going to exchange from there, and I'm going to turn that 100 that I've exchanged into 10 tens. 11 take away 6 equals 5, and then nothing there, so that's 59 seconds. So after all that work, we've got one last job to do. We've got to find out who is closest to the 2 minute mark. Eva's 6 seconds away, so she's closest so far. Dexter 1 minute 19 seconds away, so we can count him out. I'm actually going to put a line through him. Sorry, Dexter. Rather rude of me, but there you go. And Teddy, 1 minute 40 seconds, that's 20 seconds away from 2 minutes, so it's not Teddy. Whitney, 3 minutes 22 seconds, that's 1 minute 22 seconds away from 2 minutes, so it's not Whitney. Eva's still in the lead with a 6 second gap to 2 minutes. And Ron, 1 minute 59 seconds, that's 1 second away from 2 minutes, isn't it? And 1 second is closer than 6 seconds. So Eva isn't the closest. So Ron was the closest there.